Stop talking. You too. Stop talking. Okay. Welcome to my presentation on FNAF 4. FNAF. Yes. I sauce again. Okay. Just a fair warning. This presentation includes flashing lights and jump scares.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. But it does include subjects of murder and dead children.
Love it.
Anyways, let's.
We don't have any actual.
Let's.
Okay, let's just go into it.
Toby.
Wait. Before we continue.
Okay, if you have a question, raise your hand. Yes.
It's not really a question. Comment. I thought we didn't know their last name. We did.
Who's last name?
And this is why I write the FNAF.
The Emily's?
Did you miss the entire episode about the Emily family?
You know what? Never mind.
This is what the presentation's about. Let's
This is great. I love
let's
it.
learn
Wait, did you
the
get a pizza?
I got a game pizza. Did you?
First,
Should we go get it?
there is William
It's
Afton.
not a joke.
William Afton
You should go
is
get it.
purple guy.
Oh, yeah!
Oh my god.
William Afton is the founder of Hunter's Family Diner. He's a robotic engineer. He made all the animatronics. His wife left him.
Damn.
And he is.
Yeah, is that an actor?
And
William
it's
Dafoe.
purple.
Willem Dafoe.
He's the main antagonist of the Five Nights at Freddy's.
Who's it from?
Henry Emily is the co-founder of Fredbear's Family Diner. Michael Afton is the son of William Afton, the oldest son. He is not Purple Guy, despite actually being purple.
Okay.
And there is unnamed crying child, whose name has not been revealed, but he is
Probably
the youngest male Afton. He's
The
Michael
crying
Afton's
child.
younger brother. And then there's Elizabeth Afton,
Ooh.
who is the youngest Afton child,
Look at this
and
nerd.
is William Afton's youngest and only daughter. There's Charlie Emily, who is Henry Emily's daughter, and the first to be murdered by William Afton. And there's Jeremy Fitzgerald. This is for a later event that will be elaborated upon later, but he's not very significant. So let's start with the timeline. Fredbear's Family Diner opens.
The first.
William Afton and Henry Emily start up a children's entertainment restaurant with animatronic characters, those of which are named Fredbear and Spring Bonnie.
I love them.
And then William Afton starts his own sister location called Circus Baby's Pizza World. And Elizabeth Afton gets killed by
Wow.
Circus Baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah!
You all are horrible.
The design choices
Thank you.
baffle me because inside of Circus Baby's stomach is a killing scooper that kills people. Circus Baby's Pizza World closes.
The tears.
Of course.
I know they cry.
Yes,
What do you expect?
this is very prevalent in the story.
Nice.
Children die in a restaurant and then the location gets shut down. This happens a lot of times.
We love to see it. We love to see it every
At
single
least
time
4
we shut
times.
down.
The Pizza World animatronics get
We love
stored in
it.
an underground bunker beneath the Afton house.
Wow.
The Bite of 83.
It's the wrong one.
We love it.
Michael Afton and his friends
Yes.
bully Crying Child
Yeah.
and put him inside of Fredbear's mouth.
Genius.
And Fredbear's mouth
Yum.
chomps.
Yes.
Nom.
It is highly assumed that he died.
Wait, you somebody know. Wait a minute,
not
you somebody
confirmed?
know.
Most of
Wait a
the story
minute.
is speculative, but yeah.
Is he
No one
That-
actually does.
Fredbear's Family
Oh my
Diner
God.
closes and
No
gets
way.
bought
Never
out
would've guessed.
by a new company, Fazbear Entertainment.
Whoa.
You're pretty.
Okay, and then here's the
Is
the
it
events of
eyeball?
sister location, which happens someplace between after FNAF 4 and before FNAF 2. Michael Afton explores his father's bunker beneath their house.
Of course.
Why do we have a bunker?
You
In
guys see it?
search of his sister. But the Circus Baby's Pizza World animatronics kind of morph together into one
They scoop him.
and kill him. They scoop him. He's dead.
No more
And then
guys.
they go inside of him and use him as like
Skin suit.
a skin suit.
You should have
This
rephrased
is-
that. That sounds so
This
Hey,
is.
Mr. Ferret, by the way, I
this is
didn't
a Michael.
proofread, or he just, it's just,
He did not approve of this.
I'm gonna go get a pizza. I'll be right back.
he's gone.
I'll go get you pizza.
Hi, Jen. This is Michael Afton.
I don't
And
have
this
it.
is Michael
Did you just buy
Afton
it from
after
me?
one.
You gonna buy me pizza?
Animatronics.
For me, for me, that's for me. Not for you, not for you.
The song hasn't even done yet.
The first Freddy Fazbear's Pizza opens in 1985. It is not the location that takes place in the first game. This location, only really the areas that you see it in the games are these two scenes. And this is where the first missing children incident happened. Charlie Emily's murder. We got our third dead child. Third dead child. In jealousy of Henry Emily for having living children, William Afton murders Charlie Emily, and this is William Afton's first murder. Begin of something very large.
yeah.
Missing children's incident. 5 more dead children. First murder spree.
You should keep a tally on the board of how many dead children there
Oh,
are.
yeah, sure.
I got you.
Don't you dare label it. Just,
I got you.
just
No,
honor this tally of.
Make it really. You're just turning this whiteboard around and put dead children.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Please check from the egg.
Big tally. Okay, you'll
Oh, we're gonna you can't.
Who needs math, right? Who needs math?
Dead children.
We got 3.
Chloe, you're here?
This is 5. We got 8. We got 8 dead children so far. 8 dead children.
8 dead children.
Yes!
Double digits. William Afton's first murder spree. He stuffs the children inside the animatronic suits. And the original Freddy Fazbear's Pizza promptly closes down due to those children inside of the animatronics leaking blood. FNAF 2, the 1987 location. We'll get to that.
Yes, it was the Bive
The
87.
new toy animatronics, these guys, plasticky, ugly. The original 1985 animatronics, which had the dead corpses in them, are left as scrap. And this is where the second missing children incident.
Oh, yeah!
Dead children.
There are 5 children.
Around 4 to 5 more children.
There was another 5.
It was fine. Who's gonna block the door?
The Bite of 87. The Bite of 87 is done by Mangle, a Mangle animatronic who bites Jeremy Fitzgerald, as aforementioned,
Yep.
and in the frontal lobe. And Jeremy Fitzgerald might have died. He's not a child though. It's probably close
We
to
need
the
an adult
1987
death count.
location.
Hold on.
And on the contrary to many memes and
You're welcome.
references to the Bite of 87, it is not very lore significant.
What the heck is this? What?
Freddy
is that?
Fazbear's Pizza 1993. This is the location in FNAF 1. The old 1985 animatronics, yes, the one with 5 dead children inside of them,
Dang.
are refurbished.
Oh yeah!
For new animatronic entertainment. Of course, they're still haunted because there's 5 dead children in them.
Oh, I forgot about that.
They never took the bodies out.
Yeah, they never took the bodies out. They didn't really worry about that.
What does it smell? Does it smell so that?
Due to publicity and
No favorite freshness.
13 dead children being on the record for their company. They struggle to make money and promptly close.
I wonder why.
Never would have
The death of William Afton. Kind of. Not a child.
Why is that
Not a
question
child. Not a
No,
child.
it's an animatronic death, not a children's death.
It's an adult death. It's an adult.
No, it's not.
Well, you can kind of add it to the Afton kill count. He kind of killed himself.
Yeah.
And how's he playing himself?
William Afton returns
Suicide?
to the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location and haunted by his 13 dead children on the record. He goes inside the location. I don't know what he was thinking. He's like a psychopath or something. He tries to disassemble the FNAF 1 animatronics, only just releasing the dead children's souls. So they chase him into a back room.
Wait, who chases him?
The dead souls.
Who else is there? No one else there.
Who else, man?
Angry children
Murdered.
murdered.
Wait, now I'm
Okay.
confused.
And then William Afton, scared because there's dead children's souls
Kick them.
chasing him, goes inside of an old spring bomb
Why would he
suit,
do that? Why wouldn't he
which
just
is
like
a
There's
spring
nothing else to
suit.
do.
run to the side? Like,
They're still gonna
dude,
get
literally
him.
anything.
Bro, he's only laying the
He's
inevitable.
a psychopath. He's a child murderer. I don't
Just
know
go to
him.
the
Why
side.
would an
Like,
idiot
They're
just
gonna
do
take
that?
him to the side, though. They're gonna get
Of
him to
course
the
he's an
side.
idiot. He killed 13 children.
No, that just means dumb.
So, he goes inside of a spring-lock suit. Spring-lock suits are basically like a crank where you make the animatronic parts kind of wind back into the suit. However, if these suits touch moisture, all of the animatronic parts will go back into place. And it was raining that day, and it's an old abandoned building. The roof is leaking. A drop of water falls onto William Afton inside of the suit, and all of the animatronic parts close down onto him, effectively turning him into William Afton mush.
We love seeing
Hey,
it.
yeah.
Let's go.
This room is shut, closed, and he's basically stuck in there for 30 years. 2023, next year, this will take place. William Afton, now an animated corpse, is left inside of a closed storage room for 30 years. Like
How do you survive without food or water?
He's a
He's
dead.
dead.
He's dead. He's haunting the
kept
suit.
alive
zombie,
by
never
pure
mind.
rage and
He's
anger.
alive.
30
He's
years
like
later,
doing that.
a horror
zombie.
attraction opens to make money from the rumors behind Fazbear Entertainment, basically capitalizing more on their awful publicity.
Nice.
Springtrap is just left to roam free because they somehow don't know there's a dead corpse in there.
I don't see this in this having a dead corpse in that.
It's not that they don't know, it's
There's
just that
like
they don't.
flesh
Oh, that's
wrapped
another
around
reason
this
why.
entire. Okay, the location burns down. Maybe Springtrap burned it down. Maybe somebody else burned it down.
How can you put it down?
I thought it was
You said in the
burning
wall?
down.
No, it might
No,
have
that's
You did that- you did that-
a
you did
different
that-
building.
It's speculative.
Remember?
It's speculative.
That's the second bird.
Raise your hand for questions. The location burns down.
Who's dying?
Right.
Pizzeria Simulator.
Yeah.
Assumed to be late 2020s.
Oh,
Someone, a random person, opens up a new Freddy Fazbear's Pizza franchise location.
Alright.
Henry Emily returns for the first time in the
Who the
series
heck keeps
to
thinking this is a
guide the
good
owner
idea?
to bring old animatronics to scrap. These include Circus Baby, the
Nice.
other Pizza World animatronics, kind of morphed into one. Charlie Emily, which is Charlie Emily haunted the puppet in FNAF in the 1987 location, and is now
A
in
bear.
a bear. And
It's
the
unbearable.
puppet is inside of there.
Because apparently lefties are haunted by spirits of dead children.
Yes, Santana.
The thing with bears, I don't know what the thing with bears.
Can you restart?
No, I
No.
know. Dead children.
Okay, and Springtrap.
Period.
Springtrap, but he looks uglier and has a larger forehead.
And
Disgusting.
smaller.
Hey,
The main
yo!
series. Henry Emily and Michael Afton burned down the last location with all of the animatronic souls inside. Nobody
Yay.
dies, they're all already dead. William Afton is sent to an eternal hell to be tortured by his own creations.
We love to see it.
Which is assumed to what takes place in Ultimate Custom Night and has many facts to back it up.
Can we listen to the speech?
And the remaining souls are set free.
Speak.
We might have time for the speech.
No.
What about security breach?
No.
You guys
No.
like
No.
that game?
No.
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 You guys hate it.
There's a really
Boo.
good board.
I'm not going over it. There's not enough lore to kind of. Well, there's not enough. MatPat hasn't made enough videos to kind of.
You made 3 videos.
Knowledge on this game.
That's why I'm doing
How
videos.
does this tie into game development?
I have no clue
Yeah,
how.
it's
That's
Good lore.
Wow.
He's managed to maintain a story over 7 years while also making it interesting and also developing it into small clues into his games.
And then abandoning it. Down from the CEO. Make me very
Also, frequently asked questions. Why are the dead people alive? It's a game. Dude, no way. Any other questions?
What's the final kill count?
Yeah, the kill count. See it. See the kill.
There might be much more. There might be much more.
What?
We don't know how many dead children died
Technically,
between.
this is known because we don't actually know if he died or not.
We don't know how many children died between, like the early '80s and the late 2020s. There's probably a lot of dead children.
I didn't know. Just count those. Yay.
Hold on, there's like a
Wait.
In what was it called? Pizzeria Simulator. In the mini game where like the main mini game with the fruits and stuff, it's implied that the girl playing the machine got killed by what?
That's from the Missing Children's Incident number 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the
That
first
girl-
incident.
That girl.
She's the first step.
That girl was the first outside of Charlie Emily to be killed by William Afton.
Sorry, second.
The first one.
Whoa.
And
This is her.
she
Whoa,
is
my God.
actually the soul that haunts Chica.
Chica?
Withered Chica from 1985.
Okay.
Oh, what's her name? Shoot. She has a
Susie.
name. Susie.
Oh, they have names?
Apparently.
Yes, the first 5 have names.
Huh.
One of them is
I didn't
Gabriel,
think they got
actually.
lazy.
Fun fact.
Has my cousin's name.
And what William Afton does to kill Susie is he runs over her dog.
Oh,
Or
whoa.
kills her dog in another.
I recorded the
That's a
entire
dog
thing.
death.
This stage.
Need
Dog
pen.
death, not a
Dog
dog death.
Posting
Dog
Instagram.
murder, not a dog death, a dog murder. And using Susie's grief from her dead dog, William Afton lures her into a back room by saying, "I have your dog is alive." And that's how he
That's the ultimate trap.
You psycho.
Okay, okay. Before we finish,
Yes?
there's just 2 people. So, first of all, there's 2 people on the development school.
This will be put up on the game development.
So,
site.
No, stop. What are you doing?
Okay, let's talk about this. No. Everybody quiet, let's talk about this for a second.
What?
Have you seen gameplay?
I have, yes.
Have you seen the bugs? There's
It's beautifully a disaster.
Okay, it's hilarious. It's good in a
The lure sucks. It's like it's the room of video games.
Yeah.
It's
what not to do.
Exactly. What game are we gonna do next?
Show us Henry's speech.
Yeah,
Let's show them.
please do that. Please do not. I'm begging you.
Henry's speech. Henry's speech.
Thank you.
This is the characters and what animatronics they are funded.
Okay. I can't read that far. Hold
I
on.
need to take a picture of that.
I can't even read. I see words backwards.
I can't read normally, +5.
Same. I see words backwards.
So it's 13.
I'm dyslexic. Yeah.
Body mount.
Yeah. I can't see.
Okay, if you guys want to hear the Henry Emily speech, you're gonna have to be quiet and stop talking.
No.
You too!
Bye, Coyote, guys.
Tobias. I'll kick you.
Bro.
Okay. Not. Just.
Make it quick.
You got 5 minutes left. Come on. Come on,
It's loading. School service, I'm sorry.
I love
Why
it.
can't you put it up on
Who wants the pizza?
It's not my fault.
Use this computer.
Wait, no, that starts in the middle. Okay.
I will first.
Did you really think that this job just fell out of the sky?
What are you doing?
You got it.
Computer is that? No.
This is a gift. You gathered them all together. Just like he asked you to. All of those little souls in one place. Just for us. A gift. Now we can do what we were created to do. And be complete.
This is Elizabeth Hopkins speaking.
I will make you proud, Daddy.
Hey, yo.
Of course, all of you laugh at that.
Everyone side.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name, but I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called here by the individual you assume, although you have indeed been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You don't even realize that you are trapped. Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles, chasing the cries of children in some unseen chamber, always seeming so near, and somehow out of reach. But you will never find them. None of you will. This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer, who somehow found this job listing not intended for you. Although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. I am remaining as well. I am nearby. This place will not be remembered, and the memory of everything that started this can finally begin to fade away, as the agony of every tragedy should. And to you monsters trapped in the corridors, be still, and give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. For most of you, I believe there is peace and perhaps more waiting for you after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole. So don't keep the devil waiting, friend. My daughter, if you can hear me, I knew you would return as well. It's in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there to lift you up into their arms, the way you lifted others into yours. And then, what became of you? I should have known you wouldn't be content to disappear. Not my daughter. I couldn't save you then, so let me save you now. It's time to rest, for you, and for those you have carried in your arms. This ends, for all of us, in communication.
Okay, let's talk about this for 1 minute. William Afton is not. So Henry Emily talks to both William Afton and his own daughter and Elizabeth Afton, and that one's the first.
This is how.
Yeah, leave it up to the math class.
Let's be really confused.
Just leave it as count. Leave it as count.
Leave the dead body.
Left dog murder.
Hey, Zach.